Picking up a Stratocaster for the first time when I was 12 years old changed my life. My life is I wake up, I get my kids ready for school, I drive to work, I build guitars all day, I go home, I pick up my kids, and then I'm either in my garage working on guitars, or I'm writing music, or going to rehearsal, playing gigs, going on tour. The guitar just doesn't stop. Doing something else just seems like absurd. It's just as soon not breathe anymore, I think. And I know that might sound a little corny, but honestly, the guitar is just, outside of my family, it's the most important thing in my entire life. My name is Andy Hicks. I've been a master builder in Fender Custom Shop for 4 years. I started making guitars initially as a hobby when I was in college, just as a way of getting tones and things out of guitars that I wanted to get. I didn't have the money to pay somebody to set up guitars and do pickup swaps and parts replacements that I wanted to experiment with, so I was tinkering. My wife realized that that hobby could be something more, and she actually discovered a school in Hollywood called Musicians Institute. They have a program there called Guitarcraft Academy, which I toured and then attended, where it was an intensive program to learn electric guitar building and design. After the program, I was immediately hired by Fender to work in Jackson Custom Shop doing the Eddie Van Halen Wolfgang necks, doing sanding and fretwork, and did that for a few years, ultimately moving into other parts of Fender. The first person I think of when it comes to my guitar journey has to be Dave Maddox, who was a longtime Fender employee. He was an instructor at the school that I went to for guitar building. He was the first one that pulled me aside and said, I think you can actually do this for a living for real. He is the one that got me in contact with Jackson. So I have to always start by thinking of Dave Maddox. In the Jackson Custom Shop, working with guys like Chip Ellis and Mike Shannon. Those guys are two masters, obviously. I have to shout out Steven Stern. He was the first master builder that I apprenticed for in Gretsch. I moved from Jackson to the Gretsch Custom Shop and then spent 8 years working for Steve. Steve's an amazing, just all-around woodworker. He makes some of the best guitars I've ever played, and they're not even close to as good as his cabinets and furniture are. So I learned a lot about overall quality, the details on a guitar that are important. I think about the fact that to Steve, the guitar neck was so important. It's like a philosophy that I've carried through me that the guitar neck is the guitar. The body is, components attached to that, pickups, that's required, but this is really the guitar. So I kind of took that from Steve and all the attentions to details. I ended up leaving Gretsch after 8 years. I wanted to push myself and grow, and I had this amazing opportunity to go to James Tyler Guitar and be the lead builder there. He was an amazing builder and also a pirate. He did not care about conventions and norms. I definitely try to emulate some of that when I'm working. New ways of doing wiring that haven't been done before, new pickup ideas that haven't been done before. So much of what we do in Custom Shop is obviously always going to be rooted in tradition. I'm very protective of that, obviously, and I think I have responsibility to protect it of that because of the legacy of Fender. And at the same time, there are avenues that we can push a little bit, and Jim the Pirate really inspires me to do that. Being invited back to Fender to be a master builder, it's the most incredible honor of my professional life, and I still am inspired by the guys I get to build with, Jason and Paul and Dale, Todd. I'm inspired and pushed by all those guys to make my builds as good as they can be. Yeah, I can't talk about my favorite builds without first talking about the Dave Murray Strat. I built this for him 2 years ago to take on tour with Iron Maiden. It's a surreal experience to receive a phone call and ask if you want to make a guitar for your favorite guitar player ever. What's absolutely insane is seeing photos of him on my social media feeds every day, them on tour, and I can see my little signature decal, and it's like I'm on stage. Part of my soul is on stage with my favorite band every single night. To best describe what it is to be a master builder, I first have to describe what Custom Shop in general is. And Custom Shop is the dream factory. You come to us with your dream guitar, and we're going to make that dream come true. For most people, that dream is going to be fulfilled by team built. The level up that you get with master built is singular custodian of your dream that's carrying it through from concept to completion. I mean, I'm literally talking with customers at the beginning of their ordering process, and my job does not stop until I hand carry the guitar to the shipping department. And I'm responsible for every aspect of the guitar. So my first responsibility is to the customer. My secondary responsibility is to the Fender Custom Shop and to Fender in general. The legacy that comes with this position, not just for Custom Shop, but just the legacy of Fender over 70 years. I take that very seriously. It's a serious responsibility. These instruments are special and deserve to be protected, but then also, I've mentioned, pushed in some new directions. It's a uniquely one-of-one experience that you're getting when you order something from a master builder. Guitar is not only important to me, but one of my favorite gifts to give is giving somebody their first guitar. Picking up a Stratocaster for the first time when I was 12 years old changed my life. And I was not aware at what degree it was changing my life, but I knew even then that it was changing me. And I recently gave a guitar to a student at my son's Taekwondo school. He was interested. His dad didn't know where to begin, and I hooked him up with his first acoustic guitar, and then the dad wanted one. He was telling me that he thinks that this is changing his kid's life, and that's exciting. Guitar's the best, music's the best.